Ever since I moved to Korea, I've been doing a ton more short trips to nearby places like Taipei, Osaka, Hong Kong, and I'm about to go to Japan again really soon. It's actually going to be my first time in Tokyo, so I'm pretty excited about that, especially all the photos I'm going to get like I did back in Osaka and Kyoto. So yeah, I thought it was the perfect time to go over what's my summer edition light travel EDC with all the tech, accessories, and essentials I'm bringing, and maybe it'll help with your travel plans too. So I'm flying from Seoul, so this is going to be just a 2-hour flight, and as you know, with these short flights, they usually have some really strict weight requirements for carry-ons. I don't want to drag around a luggage anyway, and I just want to travel with less stuff. So to satisfy all those things, I'm going to be carrying this travel backpack instead. This is the Traverse Backpack by Alpaca, and honestly, it's perfect for the types of short trips like this since you just need to keep track of this one bag, and you can always have it with you. So thanks again to Alpaca for sponsoring this video and for providing this backpack because I actually needed it for this trip. Now, why it's so perfect for me is all the compartments it comes with. It's got a dedicated laptop compartment that can fit up to a 16-inch laptop with a ton of padding, so I won't be scared to put a thin or thick laptop inside. If I actually do have some work to get done, I guess I'm bringing my MacBook Pro 14. But for my short 3 to 4 day trips though, I don't like to bring any laptop at all, so I mostly use this pocket for packing some extra tech like my Absolute One Pro. This is a $250 Android gaming handheld that's very underpowered even at the price, and originally designed for mostly cloud gaming. But this thing has ironically replaced my Steam Deck lately because it's so lightweight, portable, and emulation has just gotten so much better lately. I'm playing PSP, PS2, PS Vita, Nintendo DS, and even some Switch ports on here with little to no issues. Now, I definitely can't play Steam games with this really weak hardware, but honestly, the trade-off is well worth it for this weight, the portability, and the battery life too. I can play this for any short-term flight without thinking about the battery life at all, which is always something I had to worry about with my Steam Deck. Now, even at this price, this is actually not that good of a deal. There are definitely better options from Retroid and AYN at around this price tag, so I'll probably switch later on this year. But if you're interested in this thing or any of the other stuff I show in this video, the links will be down below. Then you have the huge main compartment with a clamshell opening, so it's like opening a mini carry-on that's really easy to pack and unpack. For these hot summers in Asia, I just really need some simple clothes so I can easily fit 4 t-shirts, 2 shorts, 2 long pants, and a bag of undies in here with some extra room to spare too. Since we do have that extra room, I pack a small sling bag here because when I arrive at my hotel or Airbnb, I'm definitely leaving the backpack there. I don't really want to bring it around everywhere, so I always make sure to bring a small bag like this for my outings to carry stuff like passports, keys, lip balm, receipts, and random things like that. Super convenient for carrying that extra amount of stuff you need when you're in a foreign country. This bag is called a Ghost Sling Mini, also by Alpaca, but this one's not part of the collab. I actually bought this one myself last year, but they don't sell this model anymore, so I'll just link a similar one down below. What I really like about this backpack is that the main compartment also has a ton of pockets inside for better organized packing. In these small side mesh pockets, I put in my socks. These bigger inner firm pockets is for all the personal care items I need for my stays. And that's it for the main compartment, and as you can tell by now that this has a lot of compartments, so there's a lot of good organization here without needing to buy extra packing cubes or anything like that. Next up is the top softline pocket for quick access stuff. I just like to keep my earbuds in here, which are my Nothing Ear 3s. These are still my go-to wireless earbuds. Even after all these years, I still really love Nothing's design language for their audio products. I love their look so much, I even got their Nothing headphones too. But for my short travels, the Ear 3s are perfectly portable, they don't take up space, battery life is great. I'm a huge fan of their pinch controls that feel so much more physical and tactile than anything else out there. The noise cancellation is just enough for the flight, and the sound quality is great for my gaming on my handheld. Then on the front, there's even more compartments on each side. The right side compartment is actually pretty spacious with 2 sleeves, 2 pen slots, and a mod key if you want to attach a key you don't want to lose on your trip. I use these pockets to store several power related things, including my Xiaomi magnetic power bank. After so many trips of bringing a thick and big power bank around with never ever using it, I definitely just need this. And this super thin and lightweight thing still has a 5000 mAh cell inside, which is enough for basically one full charge for my phone. It's not the fastest, getting you only 15 watts of wireless charging, but with the cable you can get it up to 22 watts, so it is fast enough if you need it to be. But most of the time I just like to rely on a fast power adapter in the hotel and just leave it there to charge up at night or in the morning. I always bring one that has multiple ports and also with 2 Type-C cables so my wife and I can both charge up our phones at the same time if we need to. As you can see, this one by Aukey is pretty tiny, but this still gets up to 65 watts, which is awesome. Charges almost anything I have at full speed, and it's a really portable size for how much power and ports this thing has, so it's great. I also put in my affordable $20 blue elephant sunglasses in here, which I almost never wear, but just have in here for that one rare day I do want to wear sunglasses. Then on the left side is a smaller pocket that's a bit hidden but it's still easy to access, so it's great for things like your passport and booking info that you have with you at the airport. And last but not least, there's this side pocket too, which is good for a water bottle you buy at the airport or the convenience store, or even a small umbrella you need in case it rains. I usually prefer to keep this one empty, but it's definitely a nice to have. So that's basically everything that goes in this backpack, and as you can tell, one of the best parts is the compartments, but even better is the actual comfort of wearing this, even with all this stuff inside. Even though this thing packs a ton, it's still pretty compact. It's not those huge big ones you see backpackers wearing all the time, so I love that. There's a ton of foam padding and mesh on the back here, so there's good ventilation for your back, which is especially helpful for summers like this since I sweat a ton. And usually for these short trips, my wife also brings her carry-on, so the luggage pass-through here comes in clutch. Basically, I can just carry both bags like this. The shoulder straps are also padded, very adjustable, and they're long too. The strap length here is actually really important to me because I hate it when backpacks they kind of dig into your armpits, and thankfully these don't do that. So yeah, that's the bag for my minimal short travel EDC. And what's in my pocket for this summer is actually the Xiaomi 17 Ultra as my main phone. Really is mostly for the camera. I actually prefer Samsung's Fold 7 as an overall product and usefulness, but for my trips, especially to a photogenic place like Tokyo, the camera is more important to me than anything else. This thing has a full 1-inch sensor, and when shooting in RAW with this, the overall details in that telephoto are pretty insane. It's like I never really need to bring a dedicated camera since I have this camera that's a phone too. Then in my other pocket is my wallet, which is the Extra wallet. This thing is like the perfect wallet for people who are mostly card carriers, but who travel to places that are pretty cash dependent. This wallet holds all the ID cards and credit cards I need while having a pretty spacious strap to hold all the cash. My absolute favorite feature on this thing is the eject trigger to get all my cards out at once. It's just way easier to take out your card to pay for something, especially when there's a line behind you or something like that. It's pretty compact too, so I really like how it doesn't take up much space in my pocket. So yeah, that's everything on my travel EDC for short trips. I hope this video was helpful for any of you planning out a trip or anything like that. Let me know down in the comments what you have in your travel EDCs that I'm missing here. Maybe it'll help me out too. Again, if you're interested in any of the stuff I showed throughout this video, the links will be down below. If you like these EDC videos, I'm planning on doing a lot more, so make sure to subscribe to the channel to stay tuned for those. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.